The Urban Guide is brought to you by Cocosia Artisan Chocolates in association with Higher Electronics Middle East, powered by Ambreen. Hospitality partner, Meridien, Dubai. Media partner, Filmfare Middle East. Official radio partner, Radio Spice 105.4. Today, be happy. Tomorrow, be happy. Every day, be happy. So very true. But I feel, why wait for tomorrow when you can be happy every single day of your life? So on that very bright note, here we are, back with the Urban Guide Season 2. And this time we are kickstarting your weekend and taking you around the city tour with the hottest calendar event, the Splash Fashion Show. Splash, the brand which was recently awarded as Super Brand 2013, is known for their constant trend-setting events. And keeping the tradition alive, recently the brand hosted Art of Fashion, this season's Spring and Summer Collection fashion show for 2014. The biggest trendsetters of the region, who have successfully carried out many popular events and fashion shows, and have managed to list themselves in the social calendar of Dubai, had something amazing once again to offer its patrons.
We are celebrating artist fashion, and therefore whatever you have seen today is basically art pieces. We celebrated pop art, constructivism, cubism, plain splatter, sketching, so you saw about 5-6 collections. Of course, this is a very, very youthful and a young collection of ours, and that's what we try to show.
With their latest spring and summer collection, they unveiled the latest trends and styles for the consumers of Dubai. By far, Splash and their fashion shows are the region's most popular annual and biannual fashion event.
I was just so excited because it's putting the two best creative processes together, art and fashion. What we've done is take the 7 looks of art and interpreted it into a fashion collection. So we're extremely excited because it's looking very different.
I think they're going to shock some people. The first couple of trends, I mean, it's very bright, it's very in your face, but at the same time you can play it down. You can wear the printed bottom with a plain top if you want. In reality, maybe you wouldn't clash 2 prints together if you're not brave enough, but there's some individual pieces there that you can really wear out, and they are very arty pieces and people will remember them.
Fashion shows to art exhibitions, live performances to live theatre. Whatever you want, we get it for you right here on the Urban Guide Season 2. And time right now to witness an evening celebrating art in its true form. Setting up a stage for alternative art here in Dubai, the Media One Hotel unveiled the works of Mel Pickup Presents Retro Culture, a body of work that encompasses a pinch of old Hollywood glamour, a smattering of the superhero, and a dab of outer space with maximum artistic impact.
painting for me it's something that they are made for something that I really love. I really like how the painter introduced the Emirati way of life into the Western comics, so I think it's very cool.
Yeah, I do. I think it fits in well with the culture here. There's a lot of people travelling through Dubai. It's a mix of different cultures.
More pop art in Dubai. I'm an arts and culture blogger, and I just happened to be checking out this show today, and I got really excited to see something like this, and I think it fits in really well with Comic-Con and Fashion Forward and some of the other stuff that's been happening. And also lately there's been a lot more street art going on in town, so I think this is kind of like a cool
Break is what is nearing now. So let's quickly take a small little break as we're going to be right back as lots more is there for you on the other half of this show. Mascara, blush on, lipsticks. If with diamonds, these two also are your best friends, the next event is just for you. Welcome back after the break, and time now to witness Beyond Beauty Arabia, an event celebrating the world of beauty. There were freebies including makeover, products and discounted shopping. Bloggers and celebrities joined this event, wherein they showcased the latest products and services from the beauty industry.
Actually, this is Chelsea Boutique. We have lashes, we have eyebrow makeup, and this is a semi-permanent powder for the eyebrow. It will stay for 24 hours. It's waterproof, smudge-proof, and sweat-proof. And even if you swim, wash your face, like whatever you do, it will not gonna come off.
We are presenting here Office Cosmetic, which is from the US. We are existing in the market since 6 years, and we are expanding that in the moment in several malls in Dubai, and our next step is going to be Dubai Mall and Emirates Mall.
Beyond Beauty Arabia, it's a very good chance to expose our market here in Dubai. You know, Dubai became now #1 in health market, and medical tourism now in Dubai, it's really increasing more and more. So I think it's a very good chance to show our services in such a huge event. Beyond Arabia Beauty, it's a kind of, or the first exhibition here in the Middle East for such things happening in
After 10 successful years in Paris, Beyond Beauty Events launched the Middle Eastern version in Abu Dhabi in 2013 to create the ultimate beauty and spa consumer experience, Beyond Beauty Arabia. From one world of fantasy, time now to enter the other one. It's time to witness the dream castle, for which you don't have to dream, as we bring it alive on your screen with Nicole, visiting the best done home of the week.
Welcome to Dream Castles. Today we're going to show you an extremely creative and whimsical house. So let's go and meet the genius behind all of this. Today we are with Atinirmal at his very whimsical house. Thank you for being on our show.
Thank you for
and sharing this very playful house with us.
Thank you so much. Playful, wow. Okay.
It is playful.
Okay.
So what was the first thing that you thought of when you moved in here? What's the first thing you kept in mind?
Well, no two walls to look the same.
Really? Okay.
I mean, because I don't like the monotony of, people have themes that I want the whole house to be vintage, I want the whole house to be contemporary, I want the whole house to be colorful. I'm like, no, this has to be a mix of everything.
So you wanted different mood settings
Different mood settings. I mean, end of the day, people should be like, okay, today I want to sit here, today I want to sit there. I mean, there is some drama happening.
Okay,
There's some drama element happening.
Does every room evoke a different feeling and a different mood?
Yes. Every different feeling, keeping the people's lifestyle in mind, keeping the people's age in mind, very important, because it's from parents to grandchildren, so it's like
yes, and you have a
all
small
age
little baby, don't you?
I do, yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
About 20
you must
months,
enjoy it as well, because it's so fun.
Yeah, he does. He does, yeah. Half his play school happens like here. There's a flower, there's blue, there's a red.
That's really
and
cool.
it's good fun, yeah.
Okay, so does the house reflect everybody's personality, or was it mainly your brainchild? Were you the genius behind it?
Well, I wouldn't say I was a genius behind it. Obviously, I was the pilot for the flight, but I was keeping in mind what the passengers want. I was very careful of how parents would want it because of their age and because of the medical lifestyle, how kids would want it. Like a small example will be like something like this. When this was designed, initially it was supposed to be in gypsum or plywood. And then at a later stage I realized it's something very attractive for a kid to climb up.
True.
I'm like, I can't do it in plywood, it's going to just fall apart. I mean, eventually. So then we got a more stiffer material called GRP.
Sturdy,
GRP.
What's your favorite part of your house?
See, personally, I would say my parents' room and the temple, because, when you have a long, knackered day, you want to sit down, enjoy with the parents. And the best part of my parents' room is made in such a way that the whole family sits there every evening, and we all we'll just behave as if there's no end. And temple is the reason why it's temple. It's, you have that calmness there. So I think these two areas personally.
You all have a lot of Ganpati everywhere, so is your temple also?
Well, any Hindu house obviously has Sri Ganesh, and my brother being a professional cricketer, I thought, why don't we just do a different kind of Sri Ganesh? So very rarely, I don't think anywhere in the world I've seen a house where they had a, like a proper cricket pitch, and not like a mini version, like a good end-last size version. Like we had the cricket thing done with the Ganpatis. Although later I realized that it's a test match happening because of all white Ganpatis. That's my brother made me realize. I don't know anything about cricket.
So Ati, do you believe in Feng Shui or Vastu Shastra?
I don't really believe in anything, but we had kept a little bit of Vastu in mind, especially on the direction of sleeping and direction of studying.
Okay.
These are the only two things kept in mind. But if you actually read the Vastu, like literally the end part of Vastu says that if you believe in God and you have devoted your life to them, discard all the above. So when that's a part of Vastu, so when we have a strong belief in God, it doesn't matter if I'm start looking here, I'm looking there. I mean, if someone wants to pray, God's everywhere.
That's true.
So I mean, we literally just kept the sleeping in mind, but then we were not very headstrong about it. We were still very easy about it.
Can you give my viewers any tips or advice on how to go about decorating their home?
Well, be very, very patient, I would say. I think with time, and understand everyone's priorities. Be it the parents, be it the siblings, be it their color concepts, be it what do they want their room to look like after half a decade. If they want to change it after a few years, they don't want to change it. Have that patience in mind.
Ati, thank you for welcoming us into your beautiful and very playful home.
Thank you for coming to the house.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
And I have a little gift for you. They are chocolates from Cocosia.
Thank you so much.
They're artisan chocolates, so they're even better.
Oh wow, thanks.
So I hope you enjoy them, and thank you.
I have a cardio workout in the afternoon. I think just before that.
Just before that.
Just before that. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks.
With so much fantasy land hopping, it's time to take a small little break so that you come back to meet someone in person in our segment In Conversation. We talk to share our experiences. We listen to share others' experiences. But we converse to do both. So let's find out who is in conversation this week with Nicole.
Do what you love and people will love you for it, which is what today's guest has proved. She dives into the sublime world of chocolates and comes up with brilliant recipes for bliss. Today we're in conversation with Qudsia Kareem, who is the master chocolatier and the founder of Cocosia Artisan Chocolates here in Dubai. Welcome to our show, Qudsia. It's so nice to have you.
Thank you for having me. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. It's beautiful to be here. Tell us what made you explore the indulgent world of chocolate making and to take it up professionally.
Well, it started back in 2010 and I undertook several courses, and after that I started making it home. So people started to liking it.
Alright.
But how it started, I just started with a one course, which is chocolate making. I'm a certified chocolatier. And then I went to Vancouver. It was like a way different experience for me, but it was on a very small island called Bowen Island. And there I met different kinds of people, different nationalities. So it's like from there I started, I should take this as a profession. And then I went to Chocolate Academy, Chicago.
Okay.
Barrick Olivet Academy, where I learned actually about chocolate technology. For me, chocolate is not a maths, it's a science. Like it doesn't take 2 to 2, it's not an equation, 2 to 2 is 4. But chocolate is actually a science, like you have to put yourself into to come up with a product.
It isn't an easy profession, chocolate and pastry making. It's a precise science. So you've obviously studied extensively and trained extensively to do this.
You have to understand what you want to do. Until you don't get into the core of your business, you can't come out with an answer. So I explored Europe, like I went to Baden-Baden, Schweiz, and I took a training in Tenli-Hermitage, is a small town near Valence. It's 4 hours away from Paris, and that made my life like, this is it. And it's a very small French town, and the way the French explains to you and the techniques they have in hands and the way they treat chocolate as a gem, it really fascinates me. I mean, it was like a week course, but it is quite extensive, and it gives me an idea to have this kind of niche market, or niche chocolate, or niche product in UAE.
And they took around 4 years, you said?
3.5, you could say. And 1 year it took me to establish my brand, because I was very picky about what colors I take for as a branding and location in terms of hiring new staff and to come up with a concept, because I wanted to have this as a boutique. And it's more of a like a B2B concept, like business to business. For a consumer, it's a different concept to make for me to make people understand, oh, this is actually a chocolate you're eating.
How have the artisan chocolates been received here by the locals and the expats? Because everybody seems to have a very adventurous palate here.
It is indeed. Well, I could divide it into 2 parts. Some take it as a concept and they appreciate a lot, and some of them they think that it's just a chocolate, because Dubai it's full of chocolate places. Like most of the people, they have the copy paste concept of chocolate.
So what sets your brand apart from everything else? What's a little extra bit of love that goes into your chocolates?
Actually, we focus more on the quality rather than the quantity. We use high quality ingredients from mainly from France and all other parts of Europe, and highest quality of coaches we use, and the sugar content is very less. Like for example, in caramel, as everyone knows, it's made out of sugar, but in all of our chocolates are more concentrated on a high quality ingredients, like I said earlier, because the sugar content is very low, and could be maximum sugar content, I would say, in a 10-gram chocolate is less than half grams.
Okay.
So it's quite low, and it's very light. You can easily have 3 and 4, and we don't add any preservative from our side.
Was this your passion that turned into profession, or was it just plain serendipity?
Well, I was always fond of gourmet chocolates, but it just happened like that. Like it was never planned it for it, but I met a lot of renowned chefs, like chocolatiers and all. That made me, very fascinated to go into the world of chocolate making. That's it. Yeah, and it refreshes me, and I like it. I enjoy it.
How do you unwind and come back refreshed with new and creative ideas?
Well, I personalize chocolates. Like for example, somebody comes up and I want this kind of chocolate infused into this kind of herbs. We can personalize the chocolate by keeping the water activity level of chocolate in mind. Like it has to be a certain extent that to manage shelf life. because like that.
So you enjoy and refresh yourself through your work itself?
Yeah, sometimes I'm workaholic and sometimes I do go out, but I like to innovate new ideas. For example, last year we did quite a few collections throughout the year, like Eid collection with some dates in it, and Diwali collection was so fantastic.
All right, okay. Is there any part of your present life that you would perhaps like to change?
Not really. I've been blessed with a good family, and I'm surrounded by good friends. So I don't think so I need to change.
And you have a beautiful shop full of chocolates and lovely people working here with you. So yeah very happy, I'm guessing. Would you like to give our viewers any advice on how to follow their dreams and their heart?
Well, I always believe don't give up. Always follow your dreams with passion and hard work. Every new tends to open up, and results always take time. You have to understand what you want and how you want things to be placed.
Thank you so much, Qudsia, for the conversation. It was brilliant talking to you today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
As well.
Beginnings are usually accompanied with butterflies, and endings are usually sad. But it's all in between which makes life worth living. Just as we started, it's time now to part from you. But with a promise that we're going to be back right next week on your show, The Urban Guide Season 2. With me, your host, Garima. Till then, take good care of yourself.